Hello guys, the competition is getting tough in this week. When the price of the smartphone are getting higher and higher, there are still some phone exist which give great value proposition. So let's check the offerings from different brands and see which fits you the best. Realme 6. It's having the latest design of punch hole camera and a glossy back made up of plastic. It's having 6.5-inch Full HD plus LCD display. The great thing about it's having the 90Hz display. Yeah, it has 4300 mAh battery and can top it up with 30 watt fast charger in the box. Under the hood, it has the Helio G90T processor which is good and can handle the PUBG at full resolution. Coming to the camera, it has the quad camera setup with a 64 megapixel as a primary shooter. Photos look neat and it can record 4K at 30 fps. It comes with Android 10 on board. At the price of 13,999, it's very competent who wants to experience the premium smartphone. Redmi Note 9 Pro. It's having the usual teardrop display which is 6.67-inch Full HD plus LCD panel. It's having the premium look thanks to the Gorilla Glass 5 on the back. It has the capable 720G processor. You can play the PUBG at max settings with it. It packs 5020 mAh battery and can juice it up with 18 watt fast charger in the box. Coming to its camera, it having the quad camera with 48 megapixel as the main shooter. It looks best of the bunch. So it's having the headphone jack and Android 10 on board. At 13,999, it's the good choice for one who wants the total package of design, performance with a solid battery. Another Xiaomi's product is Mi A3. Yeah, it's an old product but nevertheless the competent one. Its strength is its camera and software. It's having the Android one. And it's also the smallest of the bunch with 6.08 Full HD plus AMOLED display. It also has the in-display fingerprint sensor. It packs 4030 mAh battery with 18 watt fast charger support. It also having the premium feel with a glass back. Under the hood, it's having the old generation Snapdragon 665 processor. At 13,999, it lags behind its competition, but it's having the hybrid of the latest with old. So if you want to experience the purest Android with a great camera, then this is for you. Oppo A31. It's kind of a mixed bag. Don't know why it exists, but let's review it. It's having the 6.5-inch HD display, HD, which is worst of the bunch. The processor is P35, which is mediocre. It's having the triple camera setup, but quality is not the best. It packs 4230 mAh battery and does not support fast charging. At 12,490, let's say it didn't exist. Nokia 7.1. It was one of the brands which people loved. It is carried now? I guess not. The 7.1 is a last generation phone. It has 5.84-inch Full HD plus which are not designed. It is having the Snapdragon 636 which is 2-year-old and can't expect much from it. It packs 3060 mAh battery with 18 watt fast charging support. Camera is a mixed bag. It's having only dual camera with 13 megapixel as a main shooter. At 13,685, one should buy for the build quality and love towards the Nokia. Samsung. Well, generally, even I felt confused seeing the list of the smartphones. At first, M31 and M30s. Both are having the 6.4-inch Full HD plus teardrop display. One of the best in the bunch. Both are having the identical camera with triple camera setup having the 48 megapixel as the main shooter. The similarities continues in the battery department too. Both are having 6000 mAh with 15 watt fast charging support. And heck yeah, both are also having the Exynos 9611 processor in common. The only difference is in the front camera. The M21 has the 20 megapixel while M30s has the 16 megapixel. But the price says it different. M30s costs more than the M21. The M21 starts from 13,199 and M30s starts from 14,999. The camera's qualities are good. The reason for buy would be a mind-blowing battery life, a good display with a brand value. It gets weird again. A20s. It is also having the same 6.4-inch AMOLED teardrop display. It packs 4000 mAh with 15 watt fast charging support. It also having the triple camera with 13 megapixel as the main camera, and it's good compared to other. All the latest Samsung comes with One UI 2.0 on board, which is based on Android 10. Under the hood, A20 has the Snapdragon 450 processor. It's the biggest flaw. 450 is the entry-level chip, and the price 1369 couldn't justify it. So one should buy the A20s for the display and the brand value. Wherever I look, the advertisement points at Vivo. Is it so good? Let's check out. Well, the short answer is yes and no. Here it is. In this price range, it has three offerings: Z1X, Z1 Pro, and Y90. It's lot of confusion, but I will try to sort it out. Z1 Pro and Y11 share same display with 6.53-inch Full HD Plus, but only Z1 Pro has the punch-hole display, whereas the other has the teardrop notch. Both have the identical battery with 5000 mAh and 16 watt fast charging support. The cameras is similar too. They are having the triple camera setup with 16 megapixel as the main shooter. They took identical photos. The photos look good. The major difference is in the processor. The Z1 Pro is having the Snapdragon 712, whereas Y19 has the Helio P65. The Snapdragon processor is a year-old processor and not well confident enough, but Helio P65 is much inferior than 712. So now, welcome to the new confident Z1X. It's the mixed potato. It's a 6.38-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a teardrop notch. It is also having the in-display fingerprint sensor. It packs 4500 mAh with 22.5 watt fast charging. It's the fastest of the other two. It has the 48 megapixel triple camera setup, and comparing it with the other two, it takes the good photos. And comparing the price, it's way better than its own Z1 Pro and Y19, but falls behind in every category compared to other brands. Well, sorry, it's better than Oppo at least. So, in all these comparisons, my pick would be a Redmi Note 10 or Realme 6, and Samsung is not a bad choice either.